Hey there folks, Bill O'Leary here coming to you in this video. And what I want to talk about here has to do with mistakes. Mistakes that an executor of an estate makes. So the 7 biggest mistakes that an estate executor can make and what I have found in my experience. So quick introduction again, Bill O'Leary. I'm an estate planning lawyer, elder law and probate, legacy planning law group. We're located in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. So let's jump in. Mistakes by an executor. First, and I see this so often, not being organized. And so have that in mind maybe when you name somebody as an executor of your estate. You want to find somebody that is fairly well organized. So not being organized and a procrastinator is not an attribute that you want to sort of find in someone. Somebody that drags their feet and that they're not organized is simply going to prolong the estate settlement process. It's going to take much longer than it needs to. So mistake number 1, not being organized and dragging your feet. Number 2, not doing those initial steps to get the estate process started. Getting a tax ID number. So the estate needs a tax ID number. And you got to get that with the IRS. And once the tax ID number is obtained, you need to get an estate bank account opened up. So, big mistake. Executors that don't do those things, get that all-important tax ID number and open up that estate bank account. And there's really no reason to delay. When we work with family members who come in, loved one passed away, that is business number 1. We get those 2 things accomplished within the first week. Mistake number 3, not collecting all of the deceased person's assets. And so once getting that tax ID number and getting that account set up, the very first order of business for the executor is to what's called marshal the assets. Find out where the assets are. There's some here, there's some there, there's some that are part of the state, maybe some that are outside of the state but passing directly to beneficiaries, figuring out where the assets are. That process should start fairly quickly. Again, there's no reason to delay because that's going to delay other things that have to occur later in the estate administration process. So mistake number 3, not collecting the assets. Number 4, not paying claims. Valid claims of creditors. What do I mean by that? Well, a creditor might be that the deceased person didn't pay their credit card bill. But it might also be it's that sneaky ambulance bill that pops up 3 months later, or the hospital bill, whatever it might be. There is a process to figure out who might have been owed money from the deceased person, who those creditors are. Starting that process as soon as possible is going to shorten the duration of that estate settlement process. Number 5, mistake number 5, big one, making distributions to beneficiaries too quickly. And so, and I've seen this happen. Well, let's say that there are 3 beneficiaries of an estate, let's say 3 kids, and one of the kids really is in desperate straits, and they start hounding you as the executor. Hey, can I have a part of my share right now? And you go ahead and sort of succumb to the pressure. You make a distribution out early on in the process, and then lo and behold later, creditor claims pop up and there's not enough money to pay those claims. Now you're having to chase that beneficiary to try to claw that money back. You need to hold the beneficiaries at bay to say, look, at some point you're going to be getting a distribution, but not yet. There's some other things we have to do. Mistake number 6, big one, not communicating with beneficiaries. The easiest and quickest way to have beneficiaries complain about what you're doing as an executor is not communicating with them. Having a regular line of communication prevents those negative thoughts from seeping into the minds of a beneficiary, okay? Having a good line of communication, and the mistake being if you don't have that communication. Mistake number 7, violating that important legal responsibility that's called a fiduciary duty, where anything that you do has to be done through the prism of, okay, is this in the best interest of the beneficiary? And sort of related to that, engaging in what's called self-dealing. So again, the executor can't do anything for their own personal benefit. Everything has to be done for the benefit of the executor, or for the beneficiaries. So what if the executor were to take money out of the estate account to pay off their own personal car loan? That's a big no-no. That is a mistake. You're going to get yourself into hot water. So hey, if you'd like to know a little bit more about the process of administering an estate, how to go about selecting an executor that's going to be good for the job, and if you're now having to undertake that role as an executor, how to avoid those mistakes. If you want to know a little bit more and find out if we can help, we'd love to talk to you. So go ahead, book a free 15-minute discovery call. There's a link now that's appearing at the bottom of this video. Just click on it and pick the day and time that works for you. If you've enjoyed this video, like and share, please like and share. Put your comments in the comments section below. We really do appreciate your feedback. And then go ahead and subscribe to our channel. So Bill O'Leary signing off for now, and as I like to sign off by saying, go make it a great day and a better world.